Hey guys, just going to read something and I hope it resonates in you. The loneliness feels strong tonight. Everything I knew no longer in sight. The cold and lifeless air consumes my lungs. I'm breathing, but there's no life. I look down to the broken pieces. He wants me to pick the sharpest one. His voice is loud. Place your finger on the trigger of a loaded gun. Numbness takes over my body as my eyes fill with tears. He tells me I can scream the loudest scream, but down here nobody will hear. And yet I feel the calming of a familiar place. I look past the evil in his face. I place my heart and soul into his hands and tell myself it's all a part of God's plan. Familiar is such a scary thing. It's comfortable, it's what you know. It's the only thing sometimes you're sure about, and sometimes it's the one thing keeping you from growth. This is what used to flow through my mind. These are the words my pen would give life. This was something I was proud to call mine, yet I wouldn't dare share this to the world. Maybe deep down I knew it wasn't right. Why would I talk about my struggles, scared of all the judgmental eyes? Since I wrote this, it's been a little over a year. I've slowly slipped from behind my mask, coming to terms with fear of the truth that my enemy stood staring back at me in the mirror, that I am what keeps me from my one true Savior. Then I would have never opened up a Bible. I think you misspelt bottle. You tell yourself it's just to relax and get through the day. Anything to convince yourself it's okay to live this way. I mean, why would I turn to someone who can't even show me his face? With all of my toxic behaviors and the chaos in my life, telling myself it's normal, it's just a part of life. I can't recall any days full of prayer. I was convinced God was not there. I had no glory to give when I'm drowning in self-pity and despair. Some days I'd be okay, and I'd tell myself I'm going to be fine. Then the suffocating feeling consumed me, the thoughts overwhelming, and the anxiety crept in from behind. I buried the emptiness with a smile, and to the world I looked fine. But as the world went to sleep, the moon whispered through the blinds. Minutes turned to hours, my mask returning at sunrise. You tell yourself it's just a phase. With no self-accountability, I find someone to blame, crying, why does nothing ever go my way? But you can't sleep on God and wonder why the devil keeps you awake. Whether it's a bottle, a drug, or a negative thought, if it's the focus of your every morning and the lullaby to put you to sleep, you no longer have it under control. But I can tell you what you need. The void I kept trying to fill, I found in the Word of Christ. Turns out it wasn't too hard to be found. And the reason I kept struggling was because I kept running away from Him, not the other way around. He's there, and He's always been there. He was just waiting on me to step into my higher power and let go of the false belief. Feel the emotions. Stop the repressing, the worry, the anxiety, the dreading. Put the pain in the past and remove it all from your present. While the devil has you focused on what you don't have, you're missing God's countless blessings. And now, my foundation lies with God, and my brokenness has begun to heal. Not because I am strong, but because when I am weak, I kneel. Denial just kept me trapped, and the only one I was fooling was me. I realize my life is unmanageable without God, that I am powerless next to Him, and this is the first step in Celebrate Recovery.